Hello and good morning to everyone. Today we want to present about agenda setting theory and practice in healthcare. Before we want to start our presentation, let me know you. My name is Ifan Shafika binti Suhaimi. My metric number is 69879. Okay, a theory is an assumption or system of ideas that aims to explain something, especially one that is based on general principles that do not depend on what is to be explained. This can be attributed to the theory of agenda setting that wants to explain something to the public. First, the setting of this agenda reflects the extent to which the news media influences the importance given to the topic of the public agenda. Second, the setting of this agenda is about the relationship between the domain of policy, the media, and the public agenda. Third, the setting of the agenda in healthcare is the promotion of health is about how health issues move through the agenda so that they can be followed up by policymakers, Kozlowski 2005. Last, the setting of the agenda in healthcare provides information to the public but whether the audience cares or otherwise. It depends on the media how to handle or convey that information. We know that before the media conveys information to the public, the media plays a role in conveying it with a good strategy to ensure that the news or information can attract the audience to see or read it. Thus, agenda setting theory is one that should be present in this media. Therefore, we must know about the definition, founder development, rule of agenda setting theory, and agenda setting practices in healthcare. So, in this presentation, we'll explain and give examples to more clearly about this topic.
Agenda setting theory can be defined as a mass communication theory that illustrates what the public thinks has already been set up by the media. This theory engaged the public with the use of media to perceive the important information and messages, as well as influence the perceptions of the audience and governments against the important issues. Bernard Cohen in 1963 stated that not all people will have a same view of the world, as it all can be diverse due to the picture of an outline from the writers, editors, and publishers. There are two basic assumptions of agenda setting theory. The first one is media and press filter news or any report before it is published on the media instead of reflects the reality. And the second one is when the media pays more attention to the issues, the more likely the public will consider that as the important issues. For example, a Changeling film, which is based on the true events, where Collins was after her missing son in 1928. In this case, the Los Angeles police had misused the power because they brought a wrong boy and closed the case even though the mother still denied that boy is her son. However, the Los Angeles police still don't want to admit their wrongdoing, and instead of that, they sent Collins to the mental hospital just to cover up police offenses in public. So with a help from Presbyterian minister, this case has been brought to the court for not conducting the investigation properly and misusing a power while on duty, as well as boys kidnapping and murder cases that known as Wineville chicken coop. When these things goes hit on the media, the public protested with the police for committing in wrongdoing, political corruption, and mistreatment of mental health against Collins. In the end, Collins had successfully won the lawsuit against the police department. There are three kinds of agenda setting theory. The first one is media agenda setting, that is more likely to show the media determines the issues from the agenda considered important. For example, it started when the media exposed the misuse of police power in conducting an investigation of Walter kidnapping case. The second one is public agenda setting, refers to the public determines the agenda considered as the important issues. For example, when the case was exposed, people started to protest against the power of the police and the political government at that time. And this has led the president candidates took the opportunity to make this case a political stumbling in the election campaign. The last one is policy agenda setting, refers to the public and media agendas giving an influence in deciding by the policy makers. As an example, the government at that time was under pressure from the public in demanding good political policies. So this affect the current policy agenda. The agenda setting theory was developed by Maxwell Malcolm and Donald Shaw in 1972. This theory was first originated by Walter Lippmann in his first chapter in Public Opinion book on 1922. Lippmann in 1922 stated that the main relationship between world events and image in the public minds is interrelated. Malcolm and Shaw started to evaluate the statement that we call today agenda setting between the use of mass media and the public's thought. They state that they found it when surveying 100 residents of Chapel Hill, North Carolina in 1968 during the elections. During this surveying, they started to evaluate what the voters thought about important issues of the election and how that compared to what the local as well as national media reported were the most important issues of the elections.
Hi, my name is Nina Farisha binti Abdullah, number matric 73112. So I will continue the topic with agenda setting theory development. So, Walter Lippmann is a media theorist. He had a concern that mass media could actually set a public agenda and influence people's mindset. He created the idea of a mass media theory, which later known as agenda setting theory in 1922. Years later, Maxwell Malcolm and Donald Shaw studied the agenda setting theory during the presidential election of North Carolina in 1968. They soon made a conclusion about this theory through an article published as Public Opinion Quarterly in 1972 and got revised later in 1976. The study presented the way media amazingly influenced people's mindset and how people reacted after the issue released to them. Agenda setting theory greatly proposed the way of a media to set an agenda where people may only mainly focus on one issue. As an example, Clinton scandal. Bill Clinton, a president of US, had a sexual affair with an intern named Monica Lewinsky. They became a controversial issue throughout the years on media, and eventually people were influenced by the issue mentioned. The issue became viral, and that led Clinton to presidential impeachment. Clinton was acquitted to crime. Agenda setting theory is used widely throughout different sections such as communications, politics, and the same goes for healthcare. They use the agenda setting theory to promote healthcare in community. The current issue, COVID-19. It is the same theory used by Malaysians to present the daily clusters and death through the media. COVID-19 are always shown through various media platforms to inform and get the attention of the citizen. It is a way for people to focus on health and be aware of COVID-19. Other than the media, non-media sources can use the agenda setting theory. Mayo Clinic use the agenda setting theory by appointment method. It is a way for healthcare management to integrate with the patient. It is given an agenda that the patient will set, and providers gave full attention to the patient. It is the same term with media, where patient is the media that portrayed the issue and how providers focus on the issue given. This method can help the providers to think of an idea and decision to the issue at the end of the appointment.
Good morning, madam. My name is Nur Hazwani. My number matrix 70970, and I will present about role of agenda setting theory and practice in healthcare. Agenda setting theory was introduced by Maxwell McCombs and Donald Shaw. They are sure that the media set the agenda first before the public it, but not to do that as they wished. Agenda setting theory is like a process that have been used by organization or people to make sure an event or broadcast going smoothly. Agenda setting theory is also being used in healthcare, which is to promote to community about health issues. Agenda setting theory can prevent the topic of health problems from becoming one of the topics that are not important to the audience and the media. Health promotion agenda setting specifies problems and alternative solutions to set strategies agenda which can protect, to promote, and to preserve the health of community. The application of agenda setting theories in promoting health can help health education to formulate better strategies which is more effective to enhance health promotion leadership. This can ensure that the media and community get important information related to health problems. Agenda setting theory is very functional on ensuring the media provides the best topic about health care on television. Agenda setting theory can help the community and media find out which topic is important. For example, clinical pharmacy in Qatar was using agenda setting theory to promote their pharmacy to global. The pharmacy profession in Qatar will generate the stories or news, and public agenda setting will be the first being informed about it. Then, the media will set the best article to ensure the article is well received by the audience and public. Agenda setting was used by media to identify how they can influence the public to make sure the public will follow them. For example, the cases of H1N1 influenza that has happened years ago in Malaysia and also other countries. By using agenda setting theory, how they can make sure that the public get influence on how they have to take care of themselves from getting infected by this virus H1N1. They should know how to give an awareness to the public regarding the issues, so that this will show that the agenda setting theory is useful.
Okay, in conclusion, the agenda setting in the media is having a huge impact because every day there will be problems to be discussed among the public. Then, we also can see how the practice of agenda setting in healthcare through the media. Although the topic is less interesting, but the agenda setting theory can help make the community aware to care about health because this is the priority of public health. Thus, we can see that this agenda setting theory can have a positive impact on the media as well as society. So that's all from us. Thank you.